Good evening. I have been asked by Jaquez's mother, Marcia Nelson, to make a statement on behalf of his family and address all of you here tonight with regards to what occurred with her son on Friday, September the 20th. Our game kicked off against the Osceola Warriors at our home field. Within the first 3 minutes of the game, Jaquez had already played like the champion he was and even ran for almost 60 yards and scored a touchdown. After a typical play ended, Jaquez did not get up. Emergency treatment was rendered and he was taken to Bayfront Medical Center, where his mother reports the doctors diagnosed him with AVM, which is arteriovenous malformation of the blood vessels in his brain, which resulted in a weakening of the vessels of his brain, which led to bleeding of his brain. Per his mother, the doctors reported this disorder was likely congenital, meaning he had had it since his birth. To dispel any misunderstandings and previously reported untruths, according to the doctors, this was not due to a tackle, a hit, or an injury that caused Jaquez to collapse. This was not due to simply playing football or the lack of a certain type of equipment or helmet. His family had absolutely no prior indication there was anything wrong with Jaquez, as he was a healthy athlete until this occurred. This was an unfortunate result of a pre-existing medical condition. Our Viking family truly appreciates all of the calls, the messages, the donations, the concern, even from the media, shared as we have worked through this horrific tragedy. Our intentions for speaking and offering this to you all tonight is to clear up any confusion and to ask going forward for privacy for the family to grieve this tragedy going forward. I will now defer any questions to Jaquez's mother, Marcia Nelson. Thank you.
First, I want to say thank you for all the support, all the visits, all of everything. It's really kind of different for me being on live and not seeing people and seeing y'all right in front of me. But I just want to say thank you first of all. She pretty much put in perspective of what happened to Jaquez. As of now, Jaquez is completely brain dead. He has no oxygen or blood going to the brain. Right now we're going into, he was an organ donor, so that's all what we're doing now. He has found 7 people to donate to. We're doing an honor walk at Bayfront tonight at 10 o'clock. An honor walk is to honor the person that's giving their organs to somebody to save somebody else's life. Quez was a giving person. He would give to anyone and everyone if he had it. He wanted to do this, and that's why I'm doing it. So as far as the honor walk, anybody is welcome to come. The only thing they ask is no phone and completely silent. What they do is to go from his room, push his bed all the way to the OR, And that's what we cut off in our last goodbye for him. But it's silent all the way through the hospital, just to show respect. I just wanted to get the story out because I've seen a lot of misled stuff, and I've been with him since day one. And I wanted to tell his story and my story about it. So that's how it's going. I don't fault nobody. I'm in content with all of this. That's how I'm being strong, because it didn't happen in the church. It happened in a cause that I couldn't control, and neither could he. The school board, nobody, no football. I don't want nobody to be scared to play no sport, because they said if he was walking down the street not doing nothing, he could have fell out. So I don't want nobody to think it's because of anything he done or where he was. It was a Friday night normal game. It just happened to him early age and where he did what he wanted to do. My son wanted to complete this year with a 4.0. He had a 4.0 before he left. He wanted to get a full scholarship. He got that. He wanted to go undefeated. He had that. I would take that to his grave. And I'm done with that. I just want him to lay in peace and rest, and that everybody know I'm in content with this. And I still need prayer for my family after this and support. So I love the visits. I don't mind the visits. I just appreciate all of it, because that's what keeps me strong. I will take a few questions, not many. I don't really want to get on too much detail because I kind of covered everything. So did anybody have questions?
Hello?
Did anybody have any questions about anything particular? I'm not going to really say too much about, let's do it too much. I know everybody had their ways with Quez, and a lot of different ways, their own ways. He touched a lot of people that surprised me in a lot of ways. From just coming to the hospital, I just would never know he touched and knew this many people. This went nationwide. I have people all over the state about this. I'm looking for, out of this, to be honest, to do research on what he had. It's no research of what he had. It's no side effects of what he had. You would not know until you drop with it. So that's what I'm looking to come out of this. This is why I'm speaking on it. So that's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. Anybody have any questions? The media, because after this, it would not be no more answers to this. I would not do this again. I would not do another media. This will be it if you need to ask your questions or whatever. No? Yes.
So are the doctors saying there is no way to pick up on this ahead of time? Is there any type
That she stated that. Next.
It's important because there are a lot of parents out there.
It is important that she did answer it, sir. I respect your job and I respect what you're doing, but she did answer it. Next.
Say that again? It means a lot. When he was born, we played football all the time. Me, as a mother, football was my sport, and football ran in our family. So I taught him a little bit what he know until he got to Little League, and he had a sibling that played, and he wanted to carry on from him. He loved football to the beginning to the end. Somebody asked me, what's his favorite NFL team? He doesn't have one. He would say his own, Northeast Vikings. Trust me, it will go further. He has siblings that play, and even my daughters play football. So it's big in our family, and that's how we're going to continue doing it.
Your daughters are good.
Yes.
How he was going to college, or how much that means to him,
Ooh.
and how excited was he to have that?
That was his number one goal. That was his number one goal. He kept saying, I'm gonna get us out of here, Mom. We're gonna get out of here. He was my oldest out of 5 kids. So that was his goal. He said, I'm gonna show by example. I'm gonna show you I can do this. I'm gonna push myself. He had some trials and tribulations coming into high school. Coach should know. But senior year, he showed out. He came home and studied every day. He got them straight A's. He didn't, at one point we talked about what if he didn't get an offer. I said, as long as you got them grades, anybody will pick you up from anywhere.
That's right.
You don't have to switch schools. You don't have to do this. We're going to stay right here and ride this out. If your grades where they need to be, they're going to find you wherever. If you don't get here, picked up here, you'll get picked up in the college. He had a partial scholarship already, the Take Starting Kids Scholarship. So I already had worked on that in middle school because I knew he wanted to go to college. Yes.
For the people that want to make a donation, do you have a particular GoFundMe account that you would like for them to
Yes,
donate?
ma'am. There's a Jaquez Welch GoFundMe account, which the information is being shared on our Facebook and on our Twitter page. And if you can't find that, if you come to the school, you can give anything to me and I'll get it to them.
Yes.
Mercy, I just want to tell you, as a former donor recipient family, your gift will never be forgotten.
Thank you.
They will always
This morning, I didn't realize how fast the process goes. This morning, before I came to the school with the boys, they told me 7 people are already matching donors.
That's awesome.
So
7 kids' lives are going to be saved because of Jaquez.
We honor my late husband, we honor his organ donor every year on the anniversary of his transplant. So I promise you, John Buzz will live on forever.
Yes, thank you. Anybody else?
Just know we love you.
Thank you.
We are proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
we are.
Thank you.
What is your message to the team moving forward?
To the football team? Oh, keep going Vikings. What you tell me every game he would text me and say, Mom, it's going to be a movie this game. So that's what I'm looking for. I will be at every game to whenever. Because these are boys that's out here became my new sons. So I'm there for the long run. So we hope to go undefeated district, wherever we need to go. That's the plan.
The narrative that the football team is using right now, being that this was something that was going to happen and it was predetermined before any of us even met him, we're looking at the situation as how lucky we are, not how unlucky we are. Everyone knows we lost another teammate Tuesday, and we lost Jaquez Friday. Well, you can look at that as you're an unlucky person because you lost 2 people, or you can look at that as I was the one that got to be his coach. I was the one that got to be his teammate. I was the one that got to impact this amazing person's life, and to honor his legacy, I will attack everything I do 100%, just like Jaquez Welch did. And that's what the football team is doing, and that's what I suggest every single one of his loved ones do. Because I can tell you from being his coach, when he came in as a freshman, he was not this highly touted kid from the little leagues that everybody talked about. But he made an impact right away on everyone around him because he said, I'm going to work harder than everybody to achieve what it is that I want. He came in and said he was going to be a running back to me as a freshman, and I laughed. Yeah, he'll be a running back, okay. He was leading our team in rushing. Like I said, it was a 60-yard touchdown run that ended his career. If you look at this 10 years from now and you look back at how we're all going to leave this world, because we're all going to leave this world some way or another, he left this world doing what he loved more than anything else. And that needs to be remembered, and that needs to be honored, and that needs to come into your head when the tears come into your eyes. Remember that. He could have picked his ending, this would have been his ending. So please, grieve. But if you want to join on to the team that the football team is preaching right now, it's that we're lucky. It's not that we're unlucky. And if you know Jaquez and you knew Jaquez, you can understand these words that I'm saying are so true. Because look at this room. This room is not like this for me. This room is not like this for Marcia. It's because of what Jaquez Welch impacted every single one of you.
My wife and I were honored that one of his last acts was to give us Marquise's jersey. On behalf of myself and my wife and the Marquise Scott family, we want to say we love you guys, we honor you, and we're grateful to have experienced it in our life. Thank you much.
Thank you.
He gave them the jersey, and then 15 minutes later it was set up for him to give 7 kids life. Just another amazing Jaquez Welch story.
Does Northeast High School have any way of looking at to memorialize?
Oh yeah, not this Friday, next Friday's game will be a memorial tribute to Jaquez, yes sir. The shirts, the whole 9 yards.
But I'm talking about like any type of permanent type, something that...
Yes, we're doing a scholarship.
If any of the dude wants to donate, we would love to have your donations to help make that happen.
We're setting up a Jaquez Welch Scholarship Fund for $5,000 a year for the athlete. Each football player is going to write one sentence that describes Jaquez Welch the best. We're going to take those sentences and place them on the wall next to a picture of him. At the end of each season, we're going to see which player exemplifies all of those qualities, and that player will receive a $5,000 Jaquez Welch Scholarship. Could be a $10,000 scholarship.
We promise not to tap it if you're willing to write it.
Anything else? Yes.
Ms. Marcia and Coach Landon, me and the parent of young man in the Northeast that knew your young man, and speaking on behalf of the Maryland School family, we would like to say your strength that you are showing will help more than you will ever know. Thank you. For those of us who know, as you continue to ask for prayer, being a person that goes to, I understand where your faith is coming from.
Thank
I
you.
know it's hard, and a parent that has not been in your shoes, but yet a parent on the other end of being a parent at a school when you're not there.
Right.
So I just want to help support the fact that you stated that Jaquez was a very nice, respectable young man.
Yes. Yes.
And we love him, and our heartbeat at Maryland Middle School for your family.
Thank you. Anything else?
All right, there's no more questions from the media.
Thank you. And, have a nice day.